Alright, this is some harder tag board. This is really good for sawing into your block. So I could create little V trenches with this and start to pull out some little pieces out of it if I want slits to appear in my stuff. If I'm trying to do stuff like this, I can bend it however big I need it. I kind of want the corners to be nice and sharp. And then if I press in, you can kind of see how it looks from this view. Then I have that, and I can go back in with an end to go underneath of it and pop that out. Try to save your little pieces. If you need to, you can glue them on to add extra little accessories to your building. If I need a curved shape, this also works. If I say need something fluid, or if I need a circle, I can create a bent shape, and I can still do the same thing. I can clear it out using the side to break it out. If I'm running into stuff like this where you can kind of see that it's uneven, if I use the back of my pointed stick, which is another tool, if I use the back of my pointed stick, or if I use an emery board, that can help me to flatten out surfaces. Likewise, the emery board can be used to, say, take down a small section. So if I need this to be in different planes, I can just simply work over it with the emery board, and then that'll create a totally different flat plane. It also works to make your sides nice and straight as you're going through that. If I need to clear out material, I can also use the point of this. The point works well for doing any freestyle designs, especially if you have, you know, a freestyle design where it's going to be a hole or something. I might just go over and start to remove some of my material. And then I can, once again, I can use the back of this to smooth out the bottom of that, since my emery board's not going to fit. See, notice that I'm tapping this out. If you are blowing this, it's going to go everywhere, in your face, in your neighbor's face. It's not going to be good. It does create a fine dust that's kind of annoying to have on you. When you're working with this, it is kind of nice to have some damp rags around if you need to wipe off your hands from time to time. So those are a few of the techniques. Oh, also, if I need to take out a piece from the top, I can still use this. I can use this to get a relatively straight line. I have to make sure, obviously, that I'm lined up straight. And I can take out larger pieces so if I need to take out pieces like that, and then obviously I can clean it up with the emery board and make it smooth. Now those are some easy processes. The last thing I want to talk about is your hands. Your hands are great tools for this. If I'm trying to make round shapes, I can start out with a square. So I can start out by removing that material, and then I can use my hands to start to smooth everything the way that I want it to be. If I desire curves, it obviously helps to do that. If I go like this, I can continue to remove material as far in as I want. And continue to smooth it out This one's kind of like a little bowl or something. Your hands are a very, very good tool to use as far as smoothing and making rounder objects. So do not forget about your fingers as far as these processes go. Last but not least, if you do desire a hole or something to go all the way through, just stabbing it through is kind of tough. You can kind of continually turn this and work it through. That does work. But if you're just doing a channel like this, it's the same thing. It's just this. Or maybe I want like a triangle or something like that. It's just a triangle that I just push and work all the way down through my building, and that'll create a channel. So I'm hoping that these techniques will work for you. And once again, don't forget to save your little pieces. I'll have a little box, or if you're doing this at home, keep a little box for these, because if you decide that something needs to go on top, or if you need a little antenna on your building or something like that, then this is something that can easily be glued onto your building. So that's all for our techniques video.